What's going on, guys? My name is Mark. You are watching The Big Critique. Welcome to another episode of Website Critique. Basically, I go on the internet, look at different websites that I can critique. I've done legal before, I've done e-commerce before. I'm trying to hit on all different areas with regard to websites and online just platforms in general. So yeah, that's it. That's an introduction. My credentials are that I have been doing website design and development now, and user experience design kind of lives in the same realm as all that stuff for the last decade, essentially. I also have an enormous amount of experience with email blasts and essentially strategy behind how they get spit out. I have experience with Facebook and Instagram ads and all that stuff. So just to give you an idea of where I come from and why what I say means anything to you, right? Okay, moving forward. So what do we have today? We have a really cool e-commerce today. I know in the past I've only really recorded websites that I thought could use a few tweaks here and there. Today I found the website it's an e-commerce website, and I think it's awesome. I think they do a really nice job of selling the product that they want to sell. So let's just get into it. All right, guys. So this website is called Pure Kana. They sell CBD. So I chose this website to critique for a few reasons. I like talking about e-commerce websites. I don't know, for some reason I find them cool. I find the idea of converting sales online to be very interesting and kind of awesome. I don't know why, but I just do. So let's go over this website. Sure, a ton of you have e-commerce websites that might find some value in this input. So let's reload this page from where it starts. All right. So the first thing you notice is this Shop Now button in blue. This is a gradient of blue. This is not a solid blue, and I think that's dope because it like draws your eye immediately to Shop Now. So like, again, let's reload the page. And if you notice, at least my eyes almost go directly to the Shop Now. If it was one solid color, I'm not so sure that I would still have gone directly there. But because of the way that it loads and it pops up first, I actually do think that my eyes probably would have been drawn there. Now, what I think is even cooler about the way they did this. So number one, let's talk about what the user should experience the second they land on your page that will entice them to click on a product and make a sale. So the first thing that I think they should experience is knowing exactly what to expect and what you're selling. And I think this site does a great job of that. And let's go back to why. So they do a great job of that because the second you get to the site, it says pure CBD, pure results. Means if you were even remotely looking for a CBD website, you know you found CBD. You know it's pure, like there's no additives. And you know that the way they're marketing it, at least, like, you're gonna see results, right? That's the idea behind the marketing. Like, really fast to the point. Pure CBD, pure results. Love it, beautiful. And obviously, like I said again, to top it off, Shop Now is right down there, so your eye is gonna drag directly to there. So this is a health website, right? So what I love about what they're doing is, and this is something that I think everybody should consider when building a website, not only should any user, so in this case me, know what it is you're actually trying to sell and like what you're about the second I land on your page, but very important, they essentially presented a solution to the problem you're looking for off the bat. So the problem is living healthy, right? Like how to do that, essentially. Now, they're not saying that in so many words, but you can kind of get the drift that the problem they're trying to solve is living a healthy lifestyle. And their solution for that is pure CBD, because it provides pure results. Now, how much you're actually going to pay attention to the fine little details of this, very consciously, probably not that much, but subconsciously, you will. It's also, just so you guys are aware of this, it's also like over the years in design, in what the internet has turned into, sort of subconsciously what we're looking to expect when we land on a website. If you notice, you go to most websites, at least an e-commerce website, for example, a decent one, depending, will essentially have, what they're trying to sell right in front of your face. There are some websites that are a little different, but this is like direct business to consumer, or maybe business to business, I'm not sure, but they're directly selling a product to you that's their own, right? So now, you look here, get started. Now this is very interesting, I think. So another thing that I think should always be taken into consideration when trying to sell a product, when you give people too many options, it makes it way harder to buy, right? So what they did was, you can shop now, right? Let's see where that takes you. All these different products, right? And that's great. That's really fantastic. Love the little banner they have put up here and all that. Let's go back for a second to prove the point that I was going to prove before. Get started. Where does that take you? Let's click it. That takes you directly to a product. Why is that an awesome idea? Well, when I first went there, I was like, I wonder if it's some sort of process that they want to put you through in order to find the product that's right for you. Not exactly. It's actually almost even smarter than that, because what they're doing is they're saying, you want to get started, you want to buy CBD real quick, you just want to get up and go. Well, you're going to click this button, you want to be a little trigger happy, then that's great. You can be trigger happy, you click this button. I don't know why it didn't just work, maybe I didn't click it properly. And I'm going to bring you directly to a product page. And this is the product that they're probably trying to sell the most. And even to take it a step further, they put this on sale. Now, the truth is that really on sale, or did they just mark it up to mark it down? I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, you're going to feel better about buying this because it looks like it's been reduced. Again, not to destroy retail or e-commerce for anybody, but for anybody who doesn't know, even retail, a lot of the time they mark shit up just to mark it back down to make you feel better that you're getting a deal on something. It's business. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. So let's go back to this page. So there's so many different reasons why I chose this site to critique. And I haven't even gotten to the mobile version yet. It's not that much different than this version. So another thing that I love, they truly put this product right in your face. Also, by the way, this keeps popping up. This is really cool. Essentially, so I don't know if this is legit or not. It could just be like nonsense, but a lot of people will probably love it and fall for it. This is essentially a pop-up saying, oh, this is how many of these have just been purchased. You'll be more inclined to buy. You'll be more inclined to buy because human psychology is pretty much like, oh, well, this person bought it, maybe I should buy it too. And then there's a good chance you'll check out with it, right? It's a little quick nugget of, oh shit, what's that? You click that and there's a higher chance you'll convert and make the sale. Again, you see, comes up every few minutes. View the product. But what I was going to say is, I'm going to click out of this. So, you're seeing this product right away, which, by the way, I love the product packaging. I think it's great. It looks incredibly simple, yet the design is exactly where it needs to be. It contains their branding. But also, there's so much good, like, symmetry and alignment going on over here, and it feels very, very nice and, like, upscale-ish, you know? So, aside from the fact this is a very, very well-taken picture, you have this guy holding these right here. So someone is literally putting these right in front of your face. Now see, this little module came up again. To me, this would get annoying, but it'll probably also do the trick. So we're just gonna click out of that. Yeah, so I think this is just an awesome landing page for what it does. It literally, so the problem that I have with most landing pages these days is you'll see these, like, these are called hero images, right? In the digital marketing world, this is a hero image. This is the image that you see when you first land on the page. And the thing that I hate about it is, in the past, they've been completely useless for the most part because there'll be images that you never really click through. But this has a fantastic use case. This is one image you never need to click through. And also, if you notice, little handicap over here. Not a lot of websites have that. This is fantastic. This is just very well done. This is an example of great user interface and fantastic user experience, in my opinion. Right? You gotta say in my opinion these days, right? Otherwise, people get like they get a little butthurt, like, like you're an authority figure on life or something. Everybody just, this is all everybody's opinions, people. Take everything so seriously. Anyway. So yeah, I think this is fantastic. You go down to your collections. Artwork's really, really nice. Very, very well done. Let's click on one of these product pages. Right to the sales. I might actually buy something from this website. It's possible. They may have made a sale. It looks pretty good. I don't know. I'll come back a little bit later. This banner over here, I like and I don't like. If they took the opacity off of this, I'm sure there's a reason they put it on. If they lowered the opacity and made this a little bit brighter, I'd probably like it a little bit more. So for those of you who may not realize this, putting this sort of text on a website, is kind of useless and kind of not. For design purposes, you're probably not going to read that. For SEO purposes, though, it's probably very useful because it feeds into Google indexing. So for those of you who don't realize this, there's going to be a lot of sites out there that you might, like, if you ever, if you have to create your own website, you might look at another website and be like, that's a lot of text nobody's going to read, and you'd be right about that. But it's put there for indexing purposes, for, like, search engines on Google and other ones, I would imagine. So that there is definitely a use case for text like this. Yeah, no, these buttons are really nice. Again, you're probably not going to read this, but this is really, really good for SEO. You really should always have a subscribe to mailing list on your website. I like the way they did it here. The UI is very nice. Should really always have this. The reason why you should always have this is purely for data collection on your end, to be honest with you. Now, if you're somebody that's like just a user of websites, companies use this for data collection 9 times out of 10. This is all legal disclosure. They have to have this by law. Let's check out. I'm not actually going to buy anything right now. That's expensive, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I don't need it right now, but we'll kind of go through the process here. So this is cool. I've actually built websites that do this before. So, okay. If you've ever seen one of my videos before, you'll notice that I talk about the proper ways to check out. And by proper, I mean research has sort of shown, like, best use cases. You don't want to click this and go right to cart. You don't want to click this and take the user away from the page that they're on, because then you're selling yourself short, because there's a higher likelihood that they're not going to click back and they're just going to pay for the product. Now, there are some websites that want that. There are some websites that are just like really gung-ho on making a quick sale. But if you look at more modernized websites, and when I say more modernized, I honestly don't remember how Amazon looks. I'm pretty sure, though, it's the same thing. Like, you add it to cart, and you're not leaving the product page when you do that. It'll reflect that you've added something in your shopping cart, but that's about it. Also, something very nice, you can increment and decrement here. Let's go to checkout and see what happens. Actually, I'm going to click out of this. So it kills that, and then it adds another one. So that's exactly what I expected. So let's go to checkout. I love this interface. This is a very nice interface. So it's clean. You can log in if you want. Enter a code, all that stuff. So the interface is nice. It's sort of a standard interface. I know I said a minute ago that I love it. I like it up here. It's nothing too crazy over here. It does the job. I've seen way more advanced interfaces, which I think in the next critique that I do, I'm going to show you a really, really nice interface that I love for checking out. And so here's why. So this is standard, as I said before, like 20 times. I'm sorry for repeating myself. So here, after seeing some nicer user experience, uh, user interfaces that coincide with a smoother user experience. I think that the sort of way that you see this form right here all stacked together and laid out, like, you know, the way most of you are probably used to, there's a newer version of doing this, which I think is dope, but I will show on the very next video. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I'm not going to actually check out because I don't want to do this right now, but let's go. First of all, let's see what happens when you do this. Let's do a little test. We're going to kill that. Right? So we're on the checkout page, and then we're going to kill that. What does that do? Does that break them? Okay, guys, so this is probably opinion-based, but if you have a shopping cart and you have an experience like this where you have the cart like that and you can just remove and it'll dynamically remove, if you're going to be able to do that, this should never happen. This is very glitchy in my opinion, at least. If you're going to have nothing in your cart and then you're going to stay on the checkout page, what should happen is if you click it and your cart is at 0, this page should then be redirected somewhere else. I don't care where, but anywhere else. So yeah, I think that's a little bit of a, maybe something that they missed. It's okay, it happens. There may be a reason why they didn't do it, I don't know. Standardized e-commerce looking login and register. Let's go to this. Oils, topicals. So I don't love this. This is weird to me. It may have just been a little bit of a an oversight or undersight. I'll learn the language. Blah, blah, blah. This may have been a bit of an undersight or an oversight. I don't know what you would use there. I'll learn the English language eventually, I think. Maybe. So this is what's confusing about this experience. You have your clear topics right here, right? Oils, capsules, topicals, gummies, and shop. But aren't you shopping everything? So I think that they may have made a little boo-boo with the naming convention on this one. It's just a little weird to me. Let's go to vape pens, see what they do. I'm just curious. Okay, they're CBD pens. That's cool. Now, let's go to blog. So, different people will probably have different opinions on this. I think it's very important to have a blog. I think that the way the Google algorithm works, and the Google algorithm in itself is pretty much dynamic. It's ever changing, so good luck trying to crack it. But I think in general, if you make blog posts to some consistent degree, it doesn't necessarily have to be once a week. It could be once a month. These guys seem to do it once a month. Just to some sort of, again, consistent degree. I think it's definitely a leg up in the right direction for Google indexing. Especially if you do your blog posts in like a sort of teachable manner. For example, like, you know, a how-to or 5 unusual ways to take CBD. Like, essentially it's a news article or it's a point of reference that somebody, should they be looking, can find. Because if somebody is looking for something CBD related, and a lot of people I'm sure are right now, and they pop onto your website, you've just probably, there's a high likelihood that you've probably made a sale. Let's go to contacts. Okay. Standard. It's nice, it's fine. So the fact page is nice. For CBD, I feel like it's very much necessary. What I think that this company is probably missing out on, because I haven't seen it. You know what? We're going to do a little YouTube search. Hold on 1 second. Let's see something. So, they do have a YouTube channel, which is great. They should. They don't seem to be like linking to it anywhere on their website. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it was a little bit of an underside. I don't know. What I do like the fact that they did was they linked to they have all these cool use cases. Again, there's a lot of pros about the way they did this. Instagram profiles. Link to them. Fantastic. Very, very nice. And it doesn't hurt at all that these are attractive people. Like, not even a little bit. It shows practical use cases. So that's really good. Yeah, I would definitely rate this site like 90 or 95%. Like, very usable and just great on branding and design in general and experience. Almost 100%. There's a few undersides that they made, in my opinion, but those are all opinion based. And maybe I'm sure they're doing just fine because CBD is an incredibly hot topic right now. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mark. This has been The Big Critique. If you have any questions, please leave comments. Give me some likes, some dislikes. If you found any value in this, hit that subscribe button. Hit the alert button so you know the next time that I post. If you're interested in getting in touch, comment below. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Big Critique. For those of you who have heard of TikTok, I'm on TikTok as Big Critique Comedy, I believe. I do a little bit of that too. If you need consulting for, web design, web development, all that stuff, I have experience in WordPress, Shopify, Wix, a number of things. I've been doing this for a decade. I also have a ton of experience doing email blasts. So if you need any help, please reach out. I'm happy to help, happy to assist. And if you have any websites that you would like me to critique of yours, I would love to bring you on, do a little Skype, and go over your websites, the do's and do nots. Yeah, I'd love to help you grow. Thank you so much once again. Bye.